I want to remember exactly how it felt to start out and not know anything, not even my next words. And I think that's how we all start out. We all start out not knowing. So many of us get caught up in this idea, this fantasy that other people have it all together. That person over there, they have it all together. They have it all figured out. And yeah, maybe they look like they have it all together, but so often, so many of us are just struggling, especially right now, this year of our Lord 2023. Many of us are in this transition period where careers have changed since 2020. Maybe things that we thought were going to pan out aren't panning out. And there's so much change in our world right now. And for someone on a spiritual journey, that can be a lot when you felt like you finally had a direction. I know that there were so many people that 2020 was either the year that changed everything for the better or for the worse. Nobody has it all figured out. Nobody has all of their shit together, all their ducks in a row, and they're vibing, thriving, and joyful. Every single domain of their life is all together. And I think we get stuck in this place of always feeling like one day I'm going to get to this point and it will be this pinnacle and everything will be right. Everything will be perfect. But what is perfect? Is perfect not wanting anything, not having a desire, not wanting to strive for more? I think what we want changes, but this idea that we'll just one day stop and be in this perfect place and no longer change and grow as people is faulty. So many of us are walking around and looking for perfection. We always think if you read another book on your self-help journey, you read another book and you read another book, it'll help you fix yourself when you never needed to be fixed. There was nothing wrong with you. So many are looking for answers, and that's the only place you ever really need to look. And it is the place that you are least likely to look and most likely to ignore. Anytime anyone says the answers are within, the answers are within, you'll find it within yourself, within your heart. It's always, Brene Brown said, that's great, and the answers are within. But Brene Brown can't tell you anything that you can't see in yourself. She can't tell you your truth. When you're healing, your ability to heal is directly correlated to your ability to be truthful and open and honest with yourself. With yourself. Because when you're honest with yourself, you'll be honest with everybody else too. You need to be honest with yourself to heal on a deep and profound level. If your inner child is crying out and saying, that hurt me, and your ego is getting in the way and saying, no, absolutely not. That as if that could ever hurt me. I am too great to ever be hurt or sad or even angry about that. I'm not even thinking about that thing. But your inner child is saying, no, I am devastated. That is you lying to yourself, lying to the deepest, most core part of yourself that will continue to reach out. It will continue to reach out. It's not going to go away. It's not going to act as if those feelings aren't there. It's just going to fester inside of you. It's just going to cause uneasiness. It's just going to cause those stomach aches, those shoulder pains, those neck tensions, because the inner child is going to continue to reach out to you and reach out to you and reach out to you until you acknowledge them. Until you say, you know what? You're right. That did hurt. I'm sorry for ignoring you. So often we believe in our society and within ourselves that we don't need to be accountable to children. We believe that we don't need to be accountable to anyone we see as less than ourselves. And yet here we all are suffering. Even the people you think aren't suffering are suffering, okay? And here we are ignoring the deepest part of ourselves to be comfortable. What is it? What is it about the part of yourself that is hurt, that's mad, that is whatever emotion that you decided to throw away and not feel? Whatever emotion you decided was unimportant to you, or that you just didn't want to deal with, or whatever it is, what is it that you really gain from doing that? I don't know that you gain anything. As many times as I have ignored, avoided, rerouted, I don't know that I've gained anything from ignoring any part of myself. And so you too need to think about that. What is it? I often have these very deep psychological dreams, you know. The dream world can tell us a lot about ourselves. And I got this message from a wiser part of myself in a dream. And she said, Toni, when we don't see ourselves, we make up things to destroy ourselves. When you don't see yourself, your ego gets out of hand, gets out of whack, and starts making up stories, experiences, projections to destroy you. Because you don't see you. You're not looking within. But the thing about looking within is when you look within, when you see yourself, you can change. I have always believed change is possible for every single person. Every single person. That's why I do what I do, because I believe change is possible. But you have to see yourself first. You have to see yourself before you can change. Because what you don't see will destroy you. What you don't see will take you down a path that isn't even yours. But how do you begin to see yourself? How do you begin to look within? That's a journey for you. That's where you begin to ask yourself, how can I know myself? How can I see myself? How can I change? True change is transformation. True change is transmutation. It's not fixing things, because you were never broken. And I will say that again and again, because so many people believe they need to fix themselves. They will use those words and they'll say, no, I don't believe I need to be fixed. And then proceed to say, I need to fix this, that, and the other about myself. I need to fix my perfectionism. I don't need to fix my perfectionism. I simply need to see where that comes from. Where does that wound come from? Why am I performing the habit of needing to be perfect? And without trying to make it different, without trying to push it away, without trying to make it something it's not, I simply examine. Like I'll say for me, one of the deepest and most profound ways that I have found to truly get in touch with myself has been a yogic practice teacher, and then used my passion for social work to create the trauma recovery yoga experience to support other survivors through yoga, because that's my passion. That's what I do. And then Reiki came in, and then energy work came in, all these things came in, but it was layered on one by one And I didn't just jump into learning to teach yoga. No, I practiced. And then I had other people pushing me to become a teacher. And then somehow I got into a program that was combining all my passion. I got into a yoga program that was trauma informed and aware, that was accessibility aware, that was social justice aware. And it was there at the perfect time for me because I began to walk the path of looking within myself to find the answers that no one could ever tell me. How will you begin to find your answers? How will you begin to uncover your journey of looking within yourself and finding exactly who you are and what you need? Because only you can tell you that. There's no therapist, no healer, no yoga teacher that can tell you what is within you. They can support what is within you coming out. They can support in directing you towards yourself again and again until you get there. But they can't tell you what's in there. They can't tell you what's in there. Until next time.